welcome back to my channel. I am Megan. My daughter has her best friend over for the night, so I let them pick my colors today, and these are what they picked. They picked two of the Color Pour Premixed Pouring Paint in Lilac and Midnight. They picked Arteza Persian Green, Arteza Silver, and Deco Art in Baby Pink. And then they asked if I could do something like a flower. So I'm going to try something that I've never done. Where's my, oh, never mind. Thinking and talking at the same time don't always work out so well for me. So anyway, I'm going to pour my petals separately on, this is just a tote lid. It's a piece of plastic, so paint peels off of this really easily. So I'm going to pour some petals on here, and then I'm going to paint a background, and then I'm going to glue my petals on the background. And hopefully all that will work out the way I plan. So I'm going to use pink and lilac for my petals, and then I'll use the other three colors for my background. So I'm going to do a swirl for my petals, and I'm going to layer this with pretty small layers because I want a swirl pattern. Let me shake this real quick. A swirl pattern that's going to be show like, because I'm going to pour little tiny swirls, so I want both colors to be in the swirls. So and I'm not really sure how much paint it's going to take. I want several petals. Oh, there's a glob of something in there. I just mixed that too. Okay, and these are a bit thinner. I really wasn't sure what I was going to do. And of course, this I can't change the consistency of. Now, this purple does have some silicone and a little bit of water in it. And the pink is just water and paint. Okay, so I'm going to start over here. And I'd like to get maybe 9 or 12 petals. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint some swirls. I'm hoping when I tilt that pink's going to come through. So I'm going to, and then I'm going to tilt this down, just try and get some sort of a petal shape, and then I can cut them if I need to. Hopefully that pink shows through. Okay, so there's 8. Let me do just a little bit more. Maybe a thicker pink layer, although when I tilt, that pink might come through. A little bit more. This pink is thicker than the purple, so that might be part of it. Okay, let's just get as many of these as we can fit on here. Let's go back over here. Looks like I might get about 16, or I mean 12. All right, and then I'm gonna tilt this way. Probably gonna have to cut them out anyway, but I thought maybe I'd get something close. Not quite. Okay, so what I'll do then is I'll let these dry, and then I will cut them out into petal shapes. I guess for that I could have done one big pour, but I was kind of thinking it might get close to a petal shape doing it that way. Obviously I was wrong, so I'll just cut them out tomorrow. And since I'm cutting them out, where's my straw? Here it is. I'm going to try and get some more of that pink to come through. Guess that one didn't need it. A great way to get a color up if you've done a pour and one of your colors disappeared that you really wanted to be in the painting more, is that if you blow on it with a straw, those colors on the bottom will come up to the top. Okay, now for the background. Okay, now since the petals are pretty much going to be the focal point, I'm not going to do anything super fancy. I'm just going to kind of put these colors on the canvas and, you know, let them blend a little bit. I might go heavier on the top with the blue. And then like kind of maybe go down to silver or something. Just kind of see. Maybe I'll swipe it down. That might be kind of pretty. A little bit more blue here. Actually, we're going to swipe. Have some silver down here. Maybe add just a little bit more blue. Okay. Let's just swipe down real quick. And I'm just going to use some cardboard. Nothing fancy. Let's use this side though so I can wipe it off. That's not going to work. It's too bendy. Okay. So we're going to use this. This is just Christmas tags. And this will not, hopefully, there we go. Make that canvas quite so hard. Wipe that off. I'll have to touch up this top spot, or the top of it a little bit. That's pretty, kind of like a night sky, isn't it? Like that. I hope they count this as having silver, because that silver is so close to the bottom. It's not really coming up. That's okay. It's really pretty. I really like it. It's going to work really well, I think, with the petals, because it'll look like a midnight sky. Okay, so I will just touch up these edges real quick, and then I'll be back when it's dry to add the petals. Okay guys, so I have the painting and the little skins completely dry. You can see the painting crazed a bit, which is what that pre-mixed paint has been doing to me pretty much every time I've used it. I've even added a bit of water to it, so I don't know. But for this, it kind of works, so I'm not upset about it. So what I'm going to do now is cut out, I'm going to straighten this up, excuse me. There we go. Cut out some petals, and I've cut out some little templates out of some paper, and I'm going to make some, like 3 different sizes, a big, a medium, and a small, and I'm just going to cut out as many as I possibly can. Got these poured on a little tote lid, so they'll come up really easily. I'm guessing, we'll see how some of these backs look. Oh, that one's pretty. So I'll probably use, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll just kind of have to see how they cut out and decide which side I want to use. Because this side is nice and flat for gluing, and petals wouldn't be super flat. So this side might be kind of neat for petals anyway. So I'm just going to get to cutting. Anyway, so I got all my petals cut out, and I'm going to, oops, I've got some dried bubbles. I'm going to use this diamond glazed, or I have some glue all. I'm planning on using this, but if I have any issues using it and it's a little bit runnier, then I'll switch over to the glue all, but I'm planning on doing that. So I'm going to start with the bigger one. This is going to be my first one down here. It might be a bit much. And I was thinking about this because my daughter and her best friend picked out these colors for me, and they just said something flowery. It was my thought to do the petals, and actually it has their two favorite colors in here. My daughter's best friend's favorite color is the navy blue is her favorite color, and teal is my favorite, my daughter's favorite color, and she also loves gray, so there's some silver in there. But so anyway, I thought, like I said, her best friend is moving away very soon, and so after I had this planned and I was thinking about it, I thought, you know, the fact that she's kind of moving away and I'm making this kind of petals in the wind painting, I thought, you know, this is kind of unintentionally very meaningful because, see how I'm going to angle that one, because they'll be separated. They'll be, you know, blowing in the wind, so to speak. You know, it's a, it came somewhat suddenly. Their family was moving away, so we haven't had a lot of time to spend thinking about it or making sure they have plenty of time together. But so I'm thinking maybe this will be a little bit kind of a sweet thing. So I was thinking about maybe seeing if I could maybe make one this way. Actually, that was the way I wanted them. Anyway, I'm talking and I'm not thinking as much. But anyway, you know, maybe take a picture of it or something, since I only have one of them, and make prints or something. But so they each have one. But I thought, you know, kind of meaningful and sentimental to have something that, you know, reminds them of their friendship, and you know, space kind of, time and space kind of separate, but never too far away, no matter how far the wind carries you. So that's kind of the plan. We'll see how it turns out. I have this picture in my mind, so we'll see if it actually turns out that way or not. I probably should have laid these out before gluing them, but I was kind of afraid. The side of the skins that were on the plastic is very, very shiny and sticky, and you see my little pile here of skins, but anytime they like folded over, they stuck to each other terribly, and I was afraid if I tried to position them too much on the canvas that I might come back and they'd be stuck, which I guess, thinking about it now, wouldn't have been such a big deal because I could have just varnished over it and then they wouldn't have been going anywhere. And now that I think of that, I feel kind of silly that didn't occur to me before, because that would have been just fine. But it's occurring to me now. All right, so I'm just going to continue to put these petals on here. Okay, so here it is, finished and dried. And I'm pretty happy with it. I showed it to my daughter, and she was really excited. And she's actually asked me to do a second one, so that she and her friend can both have one. And I'm thinking about maybe putting a friendship quote up here, but I'm not really sure. Might do something like on the back, or have them, do something kind of cute so they both have one. But anyway, so there it is. Let me know what you think. If you like these petals, or if you think it would look good with a quote. If you have a great friendship quote, or, friendships, this long distance quote, let me know, because I'm kind of thinking about that. So, or at least putting one on the back or something. So anyway, I'd love to hear what you think. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Hit that subscribe bell. I have some fun things coming up. I've got some paint mixed here that I'm excited to try some things. So if you want to see upcoming videos, you can hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. They have choices now for the notification bell, so you can tailor it to whatever you want it to be. And we will see you next time, guys. Happy pouring!